Yo, it's another beautiful day to learn something new. And today I want us to talk about how to find love after divorce or how to move on after a divorce. This topic came about when we were talking about stagnation. I got so many inboxes and you can realize like 70-80% of the reason why of the people who talked to me were stagnate because of their past relationship, either breakups or divorce. Like you are messed up in that relationship, mpaka sasa saizi, you don't know how to progress. And I thought this is a perfect thing to talk about. Also, for those of you who don't know me, I started off in the dating world. When I started working online, nilianza academic writing. That was my introduction to working online. And then hizo jobs zilikuanga seasonal. So in between seasons, I was like, okay, what else can I do? Because the moment umeonja pesa online, utakangi kuiacha. So I was like, okay, so what do I do in between here? And that's how I came into the world of digital marketing. And so nikaanza digital marketing, pole, kuandikia watu articles, create content za watu, marketing. And that's how I found myself in the dating world. I really enjoyed working in the dating world. I've worked for so many dating sites, so many dating apps. Easy apps zote mnatumia saizi, when they were coming up, I think I worked for I created stuff for like almost all of them. So I know very well how the dating world works, how those dating apps work. Naweza kuambia the best ni gani na kuenjoy, ni gani iko na watu real, ni gani iko na success story poa, how to do to beat those systems, because man, I was in that world for so long. And right now I still do a bit of consultation work for some of people in the dating industry. And my last one was a platform where we did women empowerment. Na tulikuwa tunasaidia women how to move on after breakups. I even had a group inaitwa ya kumove on. That group is still there to this day. Na mpaka leo watu comment, mpaka leo watu uliza maswali. It's only that I'm no longer active. Ilinipea, yeah, I had a bad experience towards the end. But went and came back. Now I'm doing different kind of stuff. So yeah, this topic is taking me back. So when I talk about moving on, it's a topic that I've really worked on for a very long time. Like 3, 4, 5 years I've researched on this topic. So you're in safe hands. And now I feel like I'm talking too much. So let's jump straight into the video. At least leo nimeshare something about me. I usually don't share things about myself. Nakujanga tu hapa kiugangster na wapatia tu ma notes. Lakini na nyinyi mnaniharakishanga, wewe go straight to the point. Menirudisha mbali. I think I should start talking about relationships now, because the things that made me quit, nimezifix. The traumas, the blockages that I got from that world, I think I've fixed them and should go back. I still have clients from those years. Yeah. And funny enough, that's where the name Bonichama came from. The name Bonichama came about in 2019, where we were having this platform. I used to be behind the scenes. So watu wako wanajua it was a man running the account. So when I started the group, I thought of, okay, let me look for a name to call myself. That's how Bonichama came about. So when unafikirianga ati Bonichama ilikuja sijui juu mimi ni mchawi, na. Now you know the history of the word Bonichama. I coined the name Bonichama in 2019. Yeah. I mixed up a few names, mixed up a few ideas, and the name Bonichama popped. Anyway, aya, kama utaki story mingi, we skip tu hapo. Uanze nini mahali imeanza. Sometimes I go off key na mnasema nafanya video mrefu na mnataka ni go straight to the point. Anyway, that was a little bit of my story. Yeah. Now you know. So if this is your first time watching my channel, or you've been watching my channel na bado hujasubscribe, we'll give you 5 seconds ufinye subscribe button hapo chini so that we can continue with today's lesson. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for subscribing. Now, this is a topic that's very dear to me. Moving on is a topic that's very dear to me, and I've really worked with so many people kuwasaidia kumove on and start over again. So for this video, I will use a lot of my past experiences to be able to help you. Hapa ni penye unafanyanga vitu in your past, and then somewhere later in your future you come realize that those skills are needed somewhere, and you realize, there was a reason why nilipitishwa kwa hiyo world before nifike kwa hii. Yeah, I think I'm trying to sound inspirational. Anyway, let's go straight to point number 1. So if you want to move on, or if you want to find love after divorce, the first thing you need to do is to make sure you finalized your divorce. I know that sounds kama ni kitu ya kawaida, but many people want to go back to the dating market, or you want to start over before you finalize your divorce. Separation, sio divorce. We are living together because of the kids, sio divorce. Hatusikizani but tuko tu hata hatujui, that is not divorce. Divorce ni ile mumesema we've been married for X amount of time, let's end it officially. You end the marriage officially. That legally hakuna mtu anaweza claim mwingine. Okay? By the way, you can use this same information for breakups. Breakups and divorce are very similar. Now, ending your marriage means it's officially over. Hakuna gray areas zimebaki ati we are separate, we've been apart for the last 3 years na mimi na feel like I want to move on. You're not divorced. As long as you're separated, as long as mnaishi pamoja juu ya watoto, as long as mmenyamaziana tu hata mjui what this thing is, there's still that attachment. You're still legally married to this person. So make sure break whatever it is between the two of you. Make sure you have the correct arrangements in place. Kama ni kuachana na mko na watoto ama you have property, mkubaliane, wewe unachukua hii, mimi nachukua hii. Watoto wewe utakuwa unaona hii siku, mimi nitakuwa naona hii siku. Child support tutakuwa tunalipa hivi, utakuwa unawalipia hii, mimi nitakuwa nawalipia hii. Have those arrangements in place so that you have clear boundaries. Like mimi na wewe tumeachana, there is no longer anything between me and you. We are officially done. All the necessary arrangements are in place. Tunajua, wewe unajua where the boundaries are. You know what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. When you do that, when you officially break that marriage, when you officially end that marriage, you detach yourself from that environment. And remember, we talked about environments. And kama uja watch your video environments, make sure you watch your video. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Once you break free from that environment, now you're no longer attached to that person mwenye mlikuwa mmeoana na yeye, or that somebody you're in a relationship with. It's very important to break that attachment. As long as ako ka attachment kako hapo, whatever this person does will affect you in one way or another. Nakumbuka hata kama ni separation, if you're separated with somebody, this person has a back door to your life. Anaweza ingia in and out anytime. So anaweza kumess. Anaona umejipanga vizuri, anaingia, anakumess up tena, anatoka. Anakuja tena akiona ni kama unajipanga panga, anaingia, anakumess up, anatoka. That's why you need to make sure that it's officially over. There is nothing between the two of you. Make it as clear as day that relationship or that marriage is officially over. Kama kuna arrangements mna need to have in place, kama ni kuna watoto, kuna properties, kuna nini, biashara, make sure the boundaries are very clear. These gray areas ndizo zinafanya usimove on. So make sure the boundaries are very clear, crystal clear. Once you finalize your divorce, you go to the next step. And this is a very important step that many people skip, and that's why you stagnate forever, or hata ukiingia kwa relationship ingine I work. This is a very crucial stage that people ignore, and this stage is called auditing your energies. I've told you before that a relationship is an exchange of energy. When you're in a relationship with somebody, when you're married with somebody, you are exchanging energies with this person. Okay? Kama ni energy poa, huyu mtu anakuweka energy poa. Kama ako na energy mbaya, anakupatia energy mbaya. So if you've been living in an environment that has tons and tons of toxic and negative energy, you've absorbed a lot of toxic energy. So it's very important to audit zile energies umetoka nazo kwa hiyo relationship. And this is where now the aspect of readings come into play, where I tell you, yo, come, let us look into your life, let us look into your energies, see ni nini umetoka umebebana nayo. So that is usually the whole concept of readings. But if you're not ready to invest in a reading, you can do it by yourself. You can do what we call self-introspection. Self-introspection ni ile unajiita kamkutano, unajifanya ka audit. Nikiingia kwa hii relationship nilikuanga hivi. Sasa saizi nimetoka niko hivi. Nikiingia hapa sikuwa nakasirika haraka. Saizi na jam ovyo. Nikiingia hapa nilikuwa mtu nimejipanga. Saizi nimetoka mimi ni mtu hata sina mwelekeo. You need to really audit your energies. Zile umeexit nazo kwa hiyo relationship, so that you can know how you got in and how you got out, so that you know how much you've picked up from that relationship. Okay? If you cannot audit yourself, you can come, we can do it. That's what we call readings. It will cost you some small money, but it's worth it. But if you don't want to spend any money on it, you can do self-retrospection. So why is it important to audit your energies? Number one, it helps you identify blockages, the ones that you've picked out from that relationship. Nakumbuka nakwambianga blockages is always the culprit ukipata mashida kwa life yako. So for example, let's go through a few of some of the blockages that you might have picked up. For example, fear. Umekuwa kwa environment ama kwa relationship ama kwa marriage yenye, there was a lot of fear. Maybe ulikuwa unapigwa, it was too violent, ulikuwa unanyamazishwa. So you were so scared hata kujiexpress, au ungesema chenye unafikiria, au ungefanya kitu because unaogopa this other person atakulipukia. So along the way you developed a lot of fear. Okay? Or something like anger. Uliingia tu poa but mtu alikuwa tu anakuchokora akili kila time. So umekuwa mtu wa hasira mingi, kitu kidogo tu hivi na kutrigger hasira kidogo tu hivi, like hasira zako zinakuanga tu zinaongoja tu kitu tu ulipuke. And this is something that you've picked up within that marriage or that relationship. Something else ni bitterness. Maybe kuna vitu zimehappen kwa hii relationship zenye zimefanya ukakuwa bitter. Maybe there was a lot of betrayal, lies. Huyu mtu kuna mali mmefikishana, yani like you're so bitter with this person to an extent whereby your bitterness inakuconsume huko ndani. So mpaka you cannot do anything because every time unajaribu kufanya kitu you just remember what that person did to you. And that's how unapatanga a woman who is so bitter with men or a man who is bitter with women. Hakuna kitu wanaume wote walikufanyia, it's just because you were in one relationship with one woman or one man mwenye alikupatia ile experience alifanya, you hate now, you start generalizing things. Oh, I hate men, oh, I hate women because of the experience you had with one person. That is bitterness. And as long as you have that bitterness, unapatanga, it becomes very hard for you to move on. Okay? Maybe you picked up anxiety. Mtu saa zote alikuwa anakuwekanga na wasiwasi. You don't know ako wapi, you don't know anafanya nini, you don't know what this person will do next. So umekuanga na anxiety fulani, mpaka hata sasa kulala inakuanga ni shida, hata wewe mwenyewe kujiamini inakuanga ni shida. You are paranoid all the time, you're always overthinking because you're used to worst case scenarios happening. So pick up a lot of anxiety from that relationship. Maybe ulikuwa na mtu mwenyewe alikuwa anafanya unajidoubt. Ushaona wale watu wanajuanga gaslight mpaka unaanza kujiuliza ama maybe ni mimi niko na makosa. Because every time there's something they have to turn things around, uone wewe ndio uko na makosa. So that one imefanya ukapick a lot of self doubt. So tangu uingie kwa hiyo relationship unajidoubtingi au ukwangi sure. So these are some of the blockages zenye umepick kutoka hiyo area. Low self esteem. Umekuwa kwa mtu amekuwa kikuput down saa zote mpaka hata unaga confidence, hata uwezi ongea mbele ya watu. Hata yani like self esteem yako iliisha, you feel unworthy. Unasikianga hata ni kama udeserve kitu. So hata mtu akikuja kukupenda you feel like mtu ni kama ananienjoy, mtu ataka kunitumia vibaya because I'm not somebody who is worthy of love. Na divorce or a breakup inaweza kufikisha that point based on the experiences you had in that relationship. So that is why it's very important to audit your energies, ndio ujue what you picked up from that environment. Okay? Once you audit your energies na umezielewa vizuri, umekuja tumefanya reading vizuri ama umejifanya self introspection, you've identified your blockages, or the energies that you picked up in that relationship, you go to the next step yenye tunaita detoxing your energies. So what do I mean nikisema detoxing your energies? This is where you flush out all these negative energies. Okay? Zile ma emotions zote umetoka nazo kwa hiyo relationship. Zile ma feelings zote una feel towards this person. The love you had for this person. The anger that you're feeling towards this person. The hatred. Unajua sometimes mtu akikukosea na ulikuwa unampenda, that anger turns to hatred. That love inageukanga inakuwa hatred. You know that, right? So your hatred, your hatred una feel towards this person. Hizo my emotions, hizo my feelings. Ukimwona unasikia ni kama unaweza mrusha kwa mafuta inachemka. Those emotions, you need to flush them off. The memories that you picked from that environment. Hizi ni zile vitu alikufanyia, zile vitu mlifanya pamoja. You see those things you remember when ukikumbuka mtu mwenye mlikuwa in a relationship na yeye. Those memories zinaweza kufanya you stagnate for a very long time. Those memories zinaweza fanya ikuwe very hard to move on. Because what will happen is, ukipata mtu mwingine akikufanyia kitu, unakumbuka venye ule alikufanyia. So utajipata either you are looking for somebody who is the opposite of that person, or somebody who does the same things mtu alikuwa anakufanyia. So utakuwa unajipata saa zote ukienda into a new relationship, you're comparing yourself, or you're comparing this person you're in a relationship with na ule mtu mwingine. Why? Because you left with those memories, and those memories zinakufanya unakuwa stuck kwa hiyo cycle. You're not able to move on. So it's very important to flush down those memories. Also attachments. Ukikana mtu sana mnakuanga attached. Kuna tu vitu mlikuwa mnafanya pamoja. Kuna pia tu vitu mna own pamoja, maybe watoto, maybe nini. Na so unaweza pata huyu mtu anatumianga mtoto kukureach, juu anajua mtoto ndio weakness yako, ama kitu kingine yenye anajua unakuanga attached nayo, anaweza itumia to get back at you. So it's very important to flush out any attachment that you got from that relationship, from that marriage, from that environment. So when you're detoxing your emotions, your memories, and your attachment. Those are the negative energies that I'm talking about. So how do you detox, or how do you move these energies off? Number one, kuna vitu kama meditation. Meditation is where you just sit calmly, you just empty your thoughts, all that noise in your head. Hizo vitu zote unazitoa moja moja. Another thing is you can go for maybe like therapy. Unaenda unakaa na counselor, you let it out. Hizo manini zote, machungu, bitterness, unazitoa. Alternatively, you can come for a private session, we talk, I show you how to go about these things. There are things that I can do for you privately zenye siwezi sema hapa. Vitu zenye zitafanya kama ni hizo memories tunazi-erase in like one session or two sessions. There are techniques you can use, like what we call the black smoke technique, where hizo memories zote we turn them dark. Hata ukijaribu kufikiria about huo mtu, hakuna kitu unafikiria. If you've watched my videos, you've watched where I'm telling people, forget your name, and they forget their name. So it's the same, a similar technique whereby now you're able to forget those memories na zinatoka zinaenda kabisa. Unasahau mtu mpaka sometimes hata mkipatana na yeye kwa njia amjuani. This person I did a relationship, that thing with. I'd been in a relationship with this person for like 3-4 years. Walikutana kwa njia hata mkumbuki vizuri. That's how much we erased those memories and emotions towards that person. Like kitu yote una feel na huyu mtu flash yote inaisha. Okay? Another thing, you can join what we call the 40 days wilderness journey. It's a very nice way of detoxing your energies. So 40 days ni program tunakuanga nayo. It runs on Telegram. Currently for the next 100 people ina go for $550. It's very cost friendly. So it goes for $550. It's 40 days. Kila siku kuna ka challenge unafanya, and within 40 days utakuwa umeweza kudetox hizo emotions, hizo memories, hizo attachments. Nyota kama ulikuwa umepoteza itarudi, and everything utarudi poa. So it's called 40 days wilderness challenge. Currently size, by the time I'm doing this video, leo ni 15th June 2024. It's going for $550 for the next 100 people. So sijui utaochi hii video lini, but by the time I was shooting this video ilikuwa at $550. So if you come later, past 100 people have joined, or you come 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months later and the price iko imeenda juu, usikuja kuniambia unajua kuna ile video niliona ukisema 15th June 2024 it was at 5:50. So now hizi vitu, these are some of the things that zitakuhelp ku detox hizo negative energies, the memories, the emotions, the attachments. The reason why you want to detox these memories and these attachments and these emotions ndio uende kwa the next relationship ukiwa fresh. Ni kama vile simu yako ikijaa wanga una delete vitu. Unaona? Kama ni mapicha mzee zilikuwa hapo unazidelete ndio upload vitu zingine. Kama ni mavideo ulikuwa umechukua randomly ukitembea ama kwa event fulani unazidelete, simu una save up memory space. So that is the same thing when it comes to detoxing. You want to make sure that your emotions are at the right place, your mind is at the right place before you move on into the next relationship. Because if you don't do that, you are going to carry the same baggage from one relationship to another. And when you do that, all men will look the same to you. All women will look the same to you. Every relationship you get into, utakuanga na challenge. Because utaingia kwa hii relationship, umekuja na bitterness zako, upatane na mtu hapa hivi na insecurity zako na kila kitu, akufanyie kitu, uanze kumtolea machungu za wale watu wengine. You know, hurt people. If you do not heal, you're going to bleed on people who never hurt you. So it's very, very important to detox your energies. And you can only detox your energies properly kama ulikuwa umezi audit vizuri. So hii place ya ku audit your energies na ku detox, those are two very critical stages zenye watu wengi sana wanga wana ignore, and that's why many people are stuck. Okay? So make sure you just keep hizo stages mbili. Now, after you detox your energy, sasa uko poa, uko fresh, akili ina mambo mingi, you've shed out all that noise from your head, you move to the next step yenye tunaitanga resetting your energies. Sasa hapa ni kureprogram mind. Ni kama ukihama, umetoka kwa ile nyumba ingine, umetupa zile takataka zote zenye uhitaji, sasa umeingia kwa nyumba mpya, sasa unapanga. Kiti unasema kiti itaenda pale, TV itakaa pale, aka kameza katakaa hapa, kitchen, fridge nitapanga pale, karai zitakuwa zinawekwa pale ndio tutakuwa tuna hang manguo. Sasa unapanga kila kitu in order. So that's what you need to do to your mind. So how do you do this? How do you reset your energies? You reset your energies by working on what we call your 4 T's. The 4 T's tunasemanga, T number 1 is thy past, T number 2 is thyself, T number 3 is thy purpose, T number 4 is thy path. So you have to work on thy past, lakini kama umedetox hapo nyuma na umeaudit energy zako vizuri, inakuwa very easy. You need to work on thyself, you need to work on thy purpose, you need to work on thy path. Also hapa reading usaidianga sana. So why is the past important? You want to know familia yenye umetoka, what are some of the experiences you picked up as a child? Do we have any generational curses that could be affecting you from your family? You know, how is your family history? Kunaendelea aje? Is there anything from that life that is holding you back? Unaangalia, unafix hiyo. And then you come look into yourself. Unakuja kwa T number 2, which is thyself. Working on thyself, what does that mean? It's very important to know what you want, what you don't want, what are your priorities, what are your beliefs, what's important to you, what's not important to you, what are your values, what are your deal breakers, what are your boundaries. Hizi ni vitu zote zenye unafaa kukuwa nazo ndio usiingie kwa relationship ingine kama ujielewi. A lot of times I see people moving from one relationship to the next na ujielewi. So unaenda kila mahali unaenda una control yango tu, unakuanga tu kidoma tujue ujielewi, ujue unataka nini. Ama zile vitu unataka, you want them out of fear, out of it's a defense mechanism kusema unataka ABCD, but in the real sense hata ukileto hizo vitu hawezi zi-identify. Hata vitu zingine zenye unasema juu unasikianga watu wengine wakisema hivyo, kwako sio priority. So it's very important to understand what are your values, what are your deal breakers, ni nini hawezi tolerate, ni values gani mtu lazima akuwe nazo, goals zako ni gani, unataka nini. That's why hata ukiingia kwa relationship mtu hawezi kupeleka tu any direction because you know where you're going. So hakuna vile utaingia kwa relationship to see where it's going because unajua you can tell from the word go, this relationship is not going the direction I want, because now you already know yourself. So you know exactly what you want. Third thing you need to know is thy purpose. Purpose yako ni gani? Nyota yako ni gani? Kwa hii life unataka kufanya nini na life yako? Ni gift gani uko nazo? Nyota yako iko wapi? Ni wapi uta thrive? You need to know that, so that usiingie kwa relationship yenyewe itaenda kukuzimia nyota. Usiende kuishi na mtu, usiende kuingia kwa relationship na mtu mwenyewe ata limit dreams zako. Huo ndio ule mtu sasa, anything that you try to do, mtu ndio enemy wako number 1, anakusabotage. How many people wamekuwa kwa relationships whereby your greatest, the person mwenye anakudiscourage the most ni mtu mwenye mko dating naye, mwenye mko kwa relationship naye. Watakufungua biashara, mtu wa kwanza kukwambia hawezi ni ule mtu uko kwa relationship naye. Mtu mwenye anafaa kuwa your greatest supporter, ndo wa kwanza kukudiscourage. Ukifungua biashara, huyu mtu ana make sure umesota in one or another. Ukifanya ka investment, huyu mtu lazima atafind a way kukusabotage. Sasa mpaka imefika mahali unafanyanga vitu zako kisirisiri. You're so secretive mpaka hata huwezi jinunulia kiatu mpya juu mtu mwingine atajua uko na pesa. Na unajua tu mtu akikuwa na pesa, akijua uko na pesa, they will find a way to bring you down. So to avoid being in a situation where you're with somebody who brings you down, it's very important kujua kule nyota yako iko. Ndio ukikaa before uingie kwa relationship na mtu, utajua huyu ni mtu nyota yako, huyu ni mtu ataelewana na nyota yako, ama huyu ni mtu atakuja kuzima nyota yako. That's why it's very important to reset your energies. And the last thing is thy path. You need to know what path you're supposed to follow that will help you get to your destiny. Ni path gani iko na ma destiny helpers wako? Ni path gani ina lead kwa ile success yenye unataka? Ni path gani God alikuwa amekuwekea yenye itakulead kwa destiny yako? Because if you're on the wrong path, you will head to a place of destruction. Also, knowing the path to go on, to travel on, inakusaidianga kujua ni watu wagani unafaa kukuwa nao kwa hiyo safari. Hautaki mtu mwenye atakuderail, hautaki mtu mwenye atakuslow down, hautaki mwenye atakudivert, ama hautaki mtu mwenye ukifika huko katikati ya safari anze kukupiga mangeta na huko. You want somebody whose path and your path zina align. Okay? So that's why it's very important to reset your energy so that ujielewe wewe ni nani and what is important to you, the direction you're going. Ndio ukiingia kwa hiyo relationship ingine next, auendi kubahatisha, you already know what you want. So ukipata mtu hana ile kitu yenye unataka, unakuwa na spot day 1. And I'm going to do another video on this subject, how to know if mtu ako serious or not within the first date or within the first week, before waste time yako mingi ama before uanze attachment azieleweki. Kwa ukiingia kwa relationship kama ujielewi, alafu uanze kupata attachment, alafu mtu akumess, itakuwa mbaya. That's why unapataga mtu ako kwa relationship yenye ni messed up but hawezi toka. Kwa nini? Energy zake ziko mbaya. Ajielewi, ajui purpose yake, ajui nyota yake iko wapi, ajui ametoka wapi, ajui anaenda wapi. So it's very important to reset your energies. After umefanya hiyo kazi yote sasa, you've done already 90%. Sasa wewe you're fresh and ready to move on. So what do you do after that? You bounce back. Never stay down for too long. Just because it didn't work with that other person doesn't mean that haitawahi work na mtu mwingine. Huyo akwende. Hicho ni kitenzi kilichopitwa na muda. Alikuwa na time yake, hakuwezana na wewe, they are lost. Wewe, life goes on. Kama yeye ameona amweza, life yako haikuishia kwa hiyo breakup. There's life after divorce. Just because you divorce na mtu does not mean that sasa ukufe ama you live miserably for the rest of your life. Ni hiyo marriage ama hiyo relationship haikuwork. Okay? It doesn't mean wewe you are a failure. Ni hiyo ilifail, si wewe. Ni hiyo story mlikuwa nayo ndio ilifail. So wewe unaweza oga urudi soko. After umefinalize divorce huko, after umeaudit energy zako, after detox, na after reset energy zako proper, bounce back better and stronger, brand new. So how do you bounce back? unarudi kwa soko, you start interacting with people again, but this time round with a more positive mindset, because zile mavitu zote ulikuwa umepikuko zimeisha. So unarudi kwa dating market. Alafu kwa dating market unafaa kufanya vitu mbili muhimu sana. Ya kwanza ni kitu inaitwa positioning. Why do you want to position yourself? You want to position yourself so that you can only attract the right people. Hauendi tu hivyo tu kwa soko tu hivi ati leo uko saidia vitunguu, kesho uko saidia nyanya unafinya finyo, kesho unarudishwa kwa vitunguu kulia, unaekwa tena kwa avocado unafinya finyo, unarudishwa tena kwa vitunguu unalia tena. Unaingia sasa na plan. Ushari set energy zako na unajua kile kitu unataka. So jiposition correctly. To position yourself in a place where you're not chasing, you're attracting. Okay? You're not trying too hard. People are coming to you. The energy that you're giving is attracting the kind of people that you want. So this is where things like visualization comes into play. This is where seduction comes into play. This is where things like manifestations come into play. This is where you hire a dating coach. This is where you hire Bonichama to help you, attract the right people. Na vitu kama hizo. Okay? So your goal is to position yourself in a place where you're going to attract the right people. Alafu, how watu wakikuja, before you even get into a relationship, before ujicommit, before uanze kukua attached, before mwende mbali sana na mtu, you go to step number 2, which is compatibility testing. Lazima ujue kama huyu mtu mnaingiana ama mna waste time. So, compatibility testing, you have to test what we call compatibility profile. Ujue wewe, what are your energies and what kind of person is compatible with you. Because you're not for everybody, my dear. You're unique, you're special, you're amazing. You're not for everyone. And just the fact that you're coming from a divorce or a breakup, now you understand that you're not for everyone. So it's very important to know, because I'm not for everyone, who am I compatible with? Hapa ndo the issue of soulmates inakujanga pia. I think we should also do a video on this topic, yeah? Yeah, tutafanya video hii topic. So you need to understand what we call your compatibility profile. And huyu mtu mwingine mwenye anakuja, you're supposed to read their compatibility profile, so ndio uone kama compatibility yenu iko sawa. Tunaelewana? Ndio kama mpelekani, haina haja muwestiane time. Mwachane mapema, kila mtu ende njia nyingine kabla matatu ziishe. So, how do you understand or how do you tell if you're compatible with somebody? This is where the issue of compatibility test comes into play. In this video, I'll not talk about compatibility test because I've done a full course on compatibility. From start to finish, vile unaangalia compatibility profile yako, vile unaangalia compatibility ya ule mtu mwenye mnakatiana na yeye ama ule mtu mko in a relationship na yeye. Unaweza angalia compatibility yako na exes wako ndio ujue kwenye mlikosania. So I've done a full course on this one. And on 15th June 2024, when I was shooting this video, the course was at $12.50 for the next 100 people. So, unaweza chukua hiyo course. It's explains everything you need to know about compatibility, how to know your compatibility, how to calculate compatibility, how to know if somebody is faking it or not. Because sometimes mtu anaweza jifanya poa but unajua maybe ana fake. So compatibility test itakusaidia kuexpose hata mtu ana fake. Hata kama mtu ako perfect aje kufake, a compatibility test will tell you whether this person is real or this person is faking. So you can sign up for a compatibility testing course. As of the time I was doing this video, 15th June 2024, it was at $12.50 for the next 100 people. So you watch this video lini, maybe price itakuwa imepanda, maybe price itakuwa imeshuka, maybe price itakuwa the same. Ongea hiyo time ukikam. So compatibility is very important. It saves you from wasting time. Staki uko in a place where mko kwa relationship 2-3 years and you're still talking about, oh, we are trying to see where it's going. Know from day one, know from week one, before you get committed, before you invest your emotions, before you invest too much in this relationship, kwanza jua kama mko compatible na huyo mtu. Okay? And if you do those 5 things, you're going to move on very easily. You're going to find love after your divorce. So just to do a quick summary, the first thing you need to do is to finalize your divorce. Make sure you've ended the marriage or the relationship officially. Have all the arrangements sorted and have all the boundaries clear. After hapo tukasema, audit your energies. This will help you identify your blockages, be it fear, anger, bitterness, anxiety, self-doubt, low self-esteem. Zile vitu zote umepick up kwa your relationship, it's very good to understand ni nini umetoka nayo huko. Ndio ujue ni madimoni gani umeambukizwa huko, ni gani tutakemea, ni gani tutachoma. And one, I've told you how to do this. You can do self-introspection. Hapa ni penye unajitaka mkutano, unaenda ka audit, unajiangalia life yako vizuri and you be very honest with yourself. If you cannot be able to do that, or you don't know how to do that, you can come for a reading where I can do the same for you. Check into your energies, you see where you started, where you are, what you've picked, and also give you recommendations or help you clear those blockages that you may have picked in that relationship. Because by now we know blockages ndio zinatuleteanga mashida. After that, detox your energies. Make sure you flushed out all the negative emotions, memories and attachments that you've had with this person for the duration of time that you've been with this person. And we've said, how can you do that? You can go for therapy, you can come for private sessions, you can try meditation, journaling, or you can join the 40 days wilderness program. Hii ni program yenye itakusaidia within those 40 days, itakusaidia kudetox, itakusaidia kurudisha nyota yako. It will help you get back on your feet spiritually, emotionally. Ndio within those 40 days kila kitu itakuwa clear, you'll be as fresh as you can be. Okay? After that, tumesema you reset your energies. This is where you now come to understand your 40s. And this is 40s tumesema understanding thy past, understanding thyself, understanding thy purpose, understanding thy path. First, tumesema ni vizuri sana kujua kwenye umetoka and any curses or any trauma you might be carrying from your childhood. It's very important to understand it so that you fix that before you get into the next relationship. Also thyself, you need to know what's important to you, what's not important, what do you want, what don't you want, and things of that nature. That's where the second T comes from. Alafu purpose, tumesema ni vizuri kujua penye nyota yako iko na kujua chenye Mungu alikuleta kwa hii dunia kufanya, ndio usiende kufanya vitu zingine zenye zitakulead into more trouble. And lastly, tukasema to know thy path. Any ile njia unafaa kufuata towards your destiny. It will help you know the route to go, the things to do, the people to allow in your life na vitu kama hizo, which is very important. This will help you, ndio itakusaidia usipotee, usikue stagnated kwa situation yenye ufai kukua. And lastly, tukasema after you've done all those things, now you're free to bounce back into the dating market. And to bounce back, you need to do number 1, to position yourself properly to make sure that you're attracting the right kind of people who are good for you. Alafu, when you attract this kind of people, or the person that you attract, you need to do what we call a compatibility test. You do their compatibility profile. You see if they are compatible with your profile. Kama mnaendana, you can work something out. Kama muendani, unajua who you see here. So you throw that person to the side and you move on to the next person. Okay? I know this video has been a long one, but it's below 40 minutes, right? Lessons at high school zilikuanga 40 minutes. And again, I'm here to teach and also help people with soul healing and all these things. So in my capacity as a guru, I thought it was important to let you know these things. So make sure you may watch the video to the end, watch it as many times as you can until you grasp the concepts that I'm talking about. And as you move on, as you heal, as you do whatever it is that you're supposed to do, I wish you all the best, and I'll do more videos to help you in your journey. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you make a notification, ndio kila video yenye naweka una watch na itakusaidia kusonga mbele. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.